Okay, welcome everyone to this session. As demanded by the class, I'm just trying to solve the problems through Excel. So let us take the assignments that we have already done. Let us take the first assignment, that is, they're asking for creating a frequency distribution of the data set, and they said with 8 classes. Okay, so first thing that we'll do, if the data is not held in the Excel, maybe data is in the Word. One option is that you'll have to type everything here. So that will be an amateurish way of doing it. So we have an option we call data parsing. We can convert the data in different columns and rows if they are separated by tabs or if they are separated by commas. In this case, what I'll do, I'll simply select this data. I copy it and I select only one cell and I can paste it in this particular cell. Now what has happened? All the data are actually in this particular cell. The first job is if you look at it, all the data are in this cell. We'll have to separate the data from one cell, second data will be in the second cell, third data will be in the third cell, like that it will go. So to do that, we'll select the cell. Again, I repeat, we'll have to select the cell, the first cell where the data is. Then we'll come to this tab we call the data tab. Alright, so we'll click in the data tab. In the data tab, you will find this particular option called text to column. So we'll select text to column. This particular dialog box will appear. In this dialog box, there are two options. One, they are talking about the delimited, and second, they are talking about the fixed width. Delimited means separated by certain what we call interventions. In this case, all the data are separated by commas. So I'll have to choose delimited. First I'll choose delimited, then I'll click on the next. In the next, they will ask how they are separated. Are they separated with tab or they are separated by semicolons, commas, space and others. In this case, if you look at the data, they are separated by commas. So I select comma. Once you select comma, you see at the preview, this has been separated into different cells. You click on next. Alright, actually your job is done. After that, you simply click on finish. You see, datas are in separate cells. Now point is that datas are horizontal. For frequency distribution, we'll need it in vertical things, right? So first I'll select all the datas. Selecting all the data, you can drag it like this and select it. That is again an unprofessional way of selecting a data. So what you normally do to select the whole range of data, you click in the first one, then you type control button and shift button. You keep pressing both, then you click the side arrow. There are 4 arrows in the keyboard. There are top arrow, down arrow, left arrow and right arrow. Click on the right arrow, everything is selected. Then you type control C. When you see this dancing boundaries, that means it has been selected. Now you can come anywhere that you need it to be transposed, that is from horizontal to convert it into vertical. You can select any cell. Right now I am selecting this cell. After selecting, I am right clicking my mouse, and in the right clicking, we are not going into the paste, rather we are going into the paste spatial. When you click on the paste spatial, this particular dialog box will appear. Here what you have to choose is this particular option called transpose. Once you choose transpose, click OK, you see your data are now horizontally. Now you can simply select and delete this particular data because you don't need it. Now your job is done. Okay, so if you want to clip them same formatting, you can select formatting and choose it. So these are on same formatting. Now what I'll have to do is I'll have to do a frequency distribution. Also they said I'll have to create 8 classes. To create 8 classes means 8 interval, I need to know the minimum value of this data and the maximum value of this data. So to find out the minimum value, I will type any cell just to find it out. After that, I will delete it. I right click, equal to, then I type min, that is the function for the minimum. I start the bracket, then I have to choose the whole range. So I click on the first one, control shift down arrow. I have selected everything. at the top formula bar, you see, I close the bracket, press enter. Now if you come up, you got the minimum value 171 that you remember. And same way you can calculate your maximum value by typing max. You start the bracket. Alright, control shift down arrow. At the top you close the bracket, press enter. You got this particular range here. So your range here will be, so if you talk about the range, you can already calculate the range because you got the minimum value and the maximum value. So first you choose the to understand it, later write this is the minimum value and later write this is the maximum value. So it gives me a better understanding of the stuff. Okay. Alright. Now here I can calculate the range, that is maximum value minus the minimum value. I got my range. So range is 149 and I need 8 classes. Right. So class intervals technically should be class interval that we are talking about. What is the gap width of the class? I can type this divided by maybe 7 I can do, because if I 7 I do, then I can have 8 classes. So it should be approximately 20 to 22. Alright, the intervals. And I can start from 170 and I can go down in a 20 gaps of 7. Alright, now this actually I can keep, I can delete. I actually don't need this anymore because I have calculated the stuff. I understood the 20 is the interval, minimum is 170. I can delete this. Now I'll have to create the interval. So this is the data I'm talking about, and let me create the bin here. Bin is the interval. So first value, if I type 170, that means 0 to 170. Alright. Next value, if I add 20, so it becomes 190, 170 to 190. Now I can drag them down to this level, maybe 330. So what I have created? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically I don't need the first one. Right? So again I control X because my value starts from 171. So first one will calculate from up to 191. Second one will calculate 190 to 210. This is 210 to 230. So I have created this particular range and it is going up to 330. So I have created my data. I have created my bin. Now the next thing that I'll have to do is I'll have to go to the data and I'll have to see if this particular option called data analytics option is there or not. If it is not there, data analysis option, I need not really worry. I will have to add it to the Excel. By default, it will not be available. So I go to the file. In the file, I will go to the options. If you are using 2007, you will find Excel option. You click on the option. This customized toolbar will come in front of me. Here, I will have to go to add-ins. Click on the add-ins. Once you click on the add-ins, at the bottom, you see there is a go option comes. You click on the go option. When you click on the go option, these all the things will come. So you need analysis toolpack for this particular function. So you select analysis toolpack and click on OK. Once you select the analysis toolpack, click on OK. It will be installed, and now this data analysis will be visible under data tab at this corner. So once it is visible, you have the data, you have created the bin. Now you can go for creating the frequency distribution. To do that, you will click on the data. So once you click on the data, there are many options will come. For frequency distribution, you'll have to choose histogram and you click OK. So once you click OK, first it is asking for the input range. Input range is your data. So you click on the arrow to condense it. Click on the arrow, it becomes condensed. Once it becomes condensed, you make sure that your cursor is blinking inside. Now you come to the first data here, and again same control shift down arrow. You select everything, right? So you have selected whole range. Then again by clicking here, you can expand it. So you have expanded it. Now you can bring this data to the top. Alright. Now here again you squeeze it. For selecting the bin range, you squeeze it to condense it. Cursor is blinking inside, you select the bin range, the interval range, right? Now you again expand it. Now they are saying where you need the output. Do you need the output in a new worksheet? So output will be given in the new worksheet, or you can choose output range here itself, right? So I choose a output, click on the output range, then I select the output here, right? I select on the output range. Okay, again I think there is an issue, so I select the input range again. Now I select on the output range. Maybe I want my output from here. So that's it. I select the first cell only. Then I choose the cumulative percentage also. I choose the chart output also. And I click OK. Once I click OK, so you got your chart here. And you got your bin. You got your frequency. You got your cumulative frequency in percentage. Right? So and this is the histogram that you got here. Alright, and everything is now perfect. So that is it. Thank you very much.